Hi, welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie with your hosts Jacob, Marty, and Ryan. Here we watch and review a variety of movies. Also, find us on Instagram at Three Dudes in a Movie. Thank you for listening and enjoy this week's episode.
He did it. Yeah, so well, the thing is, so I pull up Sprouts. I've never been there before, but it was the farmers market, whatever. Everything there is organic. You can't really tell. And I'm looking for like the good stuff, the stuff with that doesn't have. What was that thing that's in Splenda that we talked about today?
Pesticides.
No,
the discount sugar.
It's the glycine.
Glycine.
Oh, like the one. Is it fuel? The fuel salt bush glycerine.
No, it's not glycerine.
But that's a good pull.
Hold on, let's see.
That's close. That's close.
I like that song. Glycerine.
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of Prime.
Optimus?
No.
Maltodextrin,
Logan Paul's.
D-glucose.
Man, we're just
Yeah,
making
that's
up
what it
words
was.
at this point.
Yeah, anyway. So,
Is that also a Bush song?
Yeah.
I'm seeing them in concert next week. They're
So-
opening for Breaking Benjamin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Tristan, when's the last time you listened to Breaking Benjamin?
I never even heard of them. So
I will
you
try
serious?
to find
Actually-
my place in the diary.
What did people-
of
no, probably 3 weeks ago at
Chainsaw
basketball.
Man.
Marty probably played them. I did hear him then.
What did people in Ohio
Yeah.
listen to?
It varies. I mean, I'm into folk music, so. That's how you
In
say
high
it.
school?
Do you like the Grey Havens?
No, in high school, all I listened to was rap.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you like the Grey Havens?
I never heard of them.
Do
Okay,
you like
sorry.
Lone Bellow?
Never heard.
What about Bone Lello?
All right, when I say folk music, I like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And
Fleet Foxes?
No.
Oh, man.
Ooh,
Tyler
Foo Fighters
Childers?
is pretty solid.
Okay,
It's
that's
a-
bluegrass. Yeah, sure, whatever.
But I mean,
I'll give it to
it'll
you.
fit the bill.
Wait, did anybody there like country music?
Not that I hung out with.
What about
Well, never mind. I got to
what about? Is it Hawkins Heights?
Hawthorne Heights?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I
Nope.
didn't listen to them. I just know they're from Ohio.
They were talking about Stranger Things. Hawkins.
That is Hawkins. You're right. That's Indiana,
For sure.
and we all
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. What was your favorite part about growing up in Ohio?
I don't know, man. There's not really much to do where I'm from. It was just probably just the people I was with and the community and all that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How close were you to Mansfield?
About an hour, I think.
Nice.
No. That's
okay.
Is that
How many were in there?
Shawshank?
Yeah.
No, it was like 3 hours.
Oh, okay. My mom's from Mansfield.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Let me make sure I'm
Born in
on that.
Kentucky, from Mansfield. I actually never learned when she moved to Michigan. That's on me, but
I think.
I feel like my education of the Midwest has gone up significantly since I've moved here.
is that because of?
All you guys.
Yeah. I have introduced you. Well, I guess our pal Riley started it, but you have met 5 Michiganders.
So many in Chicago.
Well, you've
and
met
Ohio.
more.
Yeah,
but-
they're around,
There are 5 that are local now. And not to mention Nate Land's newest episode is on Michigan.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot to learn from. What do you got, 2 hours?
2 hours away, so I was right in the middle
from
of
Mansfield.
what I said. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I've seen that prison quite a few times.
Is that where you
In
guys
person?
vacationed?
Vacation's not the right word. Visited family.
Oh, okay.
At the prison?
Family reunion?
Mansfield,
Is that-
Ohio feels like prison. I wasn't super close with any of those family members anyway. So,
Make an argument for why somebody should move to the Midwest.
The cost of living.
Oh,
I knew
that's
that
a
was gonna
great.
go there.
That's a great start.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now name another argument for that.
Milk is cheaper. I guess that's cost of living.
Great Lakes for me.
Milk is cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a sucker
got
for
me
the Great
hooked.
Lakes. I mean, Superior said never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
He just does this.
Kings Island.
Kings Island's nice.
Just Cedar
Kings
Point.
Island?
I'm a big Cedar Point guy.
So Kings Island has the scariest roller coaster I've ridden. To me personally.
I know.
Beast.
You been to Kings
Vortex.
No, it was
No.
it was
Hawk.
the-
Firehawk.
Yeah, that was.
Dude, that
right?
sounds awesome.
That was like the F-15 one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
That one
was-
always scared
I've
me.
never been to
awesome.
Kings Island.
It's a good time.
It's fun.
Have you been to Cedar Point?
No.
I've not been to
I
Cedar
love
Point.
Cedar Point.
Yeah,
I've been to their little brother at Michigan's Adventure,
that sounds awesome.
which is it's fine, I guess. Most people think it only has one roller coaster that competes with Cedar Point and Kings Island.
Yeah.
And I agree, it's a great roller coaster, but
What's the name of it?
Shivering Timbers.
It doesn't
I love
compete,
that.
dude. It doesn't.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I will say this. I will say this
does
about.
it compete with Branson, Silver Dollar City's Wildfire?
No, I promise it does not.
What was the name
I
of
will.
that?
I will say this. Here's a stupid fact, but this is a fact. Ohio blows Michigan out of the water when it comes to roller coasters because
And college football.
Well,
Not the last 2 years, but
Yeah,
before that.
for our life,
Pre-COVID.
for sure. Michigan has a capacity, a height limitation for roller coasters. The Shivering Timbers is legally as tall as it's allowed to be for the state of Michigan, and Ohio just does not care.
I thought you were saying for people who could ride the rides. I was like, yeah, dude, every amusement park has that.
Safety, no.
Wait.
Michigan won't let the roller coasters be taller.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
I
tough.
think it's actually an FAA ruling.
Which
If
conference
you go
is that?
above, the airports and stuff.
flight.
If you go above a
Actually,
certain
I really
height,
didn't know that. So thank you for clarifying.
I forget what it stands for, but
Yeah, we got a bogey in the area. Turn around.
It has
I
to-
can't.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
if you go above a certain
it's
height,
me.
you have to put a light on them. And so
Oh,
a lot
they're-
of amusement parks don't like to go above that height because they don't want to add the light to it.
And Ohio just does not care.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
they
put
have
lights on everything.
17 of them,
Yeah.
which is all. I mean, it's the best part of Ohio is its amusement parks. I'll
I
stand by that.
mean,
I think if I moved to the Midwest, it'd be Wisconsin.
Whoa.
ugh,
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
place is disgusting.
It's so good. It feels
I
like the
hate that
most
place.
natural.
Yeah, but you're a big. How do they pronounce theirs? Is it Eau Claire?
Eau Claire, yeah.
Yeah,
Talking about the donut.
that's an Eclair.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
Michigan's Eau Claire is Eau Claire.
Eau Claire.
Spelled the exact same though.
For the people not watching and just listening, Ryan has confirmed to us that he was right about the FAA regulation.
Federal Aviation
Well, no,
Aviators.
that
That's what it
I
stands
mean
for.
that it's for that. I don't know about the regulation. We didn't confirm that.
It's probably because one guy died a long time ago in the 1800s. He was riding a roller coaster and he fell off.
Dude, they don't care about that stuff. They clean it up
The
and
horse
run it
fell
back.
off. Run it back.
Yeah, they don't.
They'll let you ride the ride again the same day.
Yeah. Depends how big the cleanup is. If
Yeah,
they can
that's
get
true.
in there or not.
They just pull the card off and put a new one on.
No one cares. Four
Would you-
straight wide receivers in the draft. Isn't that fun, guys?
Four straight.
Four straight. I've only heard of two of them.
Smith,
Anyway,
Johnson,
Johnson,
Zay.
Jordan Addison.
Oh, from USC.
Yeah, good
he's
job.
supposed to be a
It's a
dog.
good
know
pick.
that.
That's a good
Okay.
pick.
Who got him?
I like him.
The Vikes.
That's a good pick.
Why do they keep drafting wide receivers, dude? I
Because
just-
Adam Thielen's gone.
Because the
That's
Packers won't.
Yeah, that's fact. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
What did that person say to me at Six Flags when we were walking in?
Oh, you said
The peach.
He said, "What's your He said, "What's your favorite ride?" And he was like, "I like the." What was it?
Is it the
It was
Stormer
like
or something?
yeah,
like
he's
that?
like something like that. The Stormer, blah blah blah, and you didn't even hear him. Yeah, and so you kept walking, and the guy beside was like, "Quit telling people about the Stormer." Like he had been doing it. He goes, "All right,
This
okay."
guy's just embarrassed of his
I was
best
walking
friend.
in, I was walking in and said, "Nice, dude, you got him in trouble." He had no idea what was going on behind.
You always do this.
Yeah.
It was. He said it. He goes,
That's right, because I asked him on the way in what his favorite ride was. And I couldn't
he goes,
stop.
"What's your favorite ride?" Just kept walking. The guy goes, "My favorite ride's the Stormer." And I was like, "All right." And then the guy beside him, I guess his supervisor, like went to backhand him and goes, "Quit telling people about the Stormer. You can't keep doing that." And,
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even
that was
notice
weird.
it. I just kept going.
it was so. That was our first 2 seconds into the amusement park. I was like,
That's amazing.
"Gosh, dude,
That was a
This
wild.
is different.
That amusement park was wild.
It's different, dude."
And not in the ways you think it would be.
Like wild, meaning there was a lot of fun to be had. It was weird. It was like, you guys ever played Thrillville?
Oh yeah, and off the rails.
Yeah, man, that was so good. And it was like the early parts of the game where no one wanted to come to your park because you hadn't built any roller coasters. That's what it felt like.
just
They
had,
were
like,
just kind of like,
Or a
Two
road.
mini games that you could play.
Dude, to
people
get
puking.
there, you had to go in the exit.
yeah, it was
You
weird.
had, and you're driving down the one way the wrong way, and you're like, I don't think this
that
is
just
right.
sounds like Six Flags.
And then you come up on police officers like,
I'll
no,
be hon-
bring it on
I'll
through.
be
You're
honest, I thought
right.
you were still talking about Thrillville, and I was like, I don't remember a
But-
driving
No.
segment.
There's people puking everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so much security just bobbing around, holding their
Yeah,
vests,
just waiting for
dude.
something to happen.
Yeah, it was.
There's
wild.
so many signs saying we shouldn't be here.
Yeah, but you know what? The things we do for ministry,
Children.
right?
I don't know if I want to go back.
No, we won't. I think we actually put that in the evaluation.
We did. Yeah, got some pushback
fair.
on that, but
All right,
And
no shop talk.
Y'all
Yeah,
couldn't
this is shop talk.
couldn't last year anyway.
that's true. We
yeah.
could.
Can I highlight something before we get into?
If it has to do with the draft,
It does
sure.
not. It does
Okay,
not.
I
Okay.
don't care.
I saw my worst movie of the year so far this week.
Same.
What was yours?
Renfield.
Worst of the year?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Of what
Pope's
I've seen.
Exorcist?
He is
Not yet. And I
Have-
won't.
Did you definitely like Ant-Man
Sorry, I
Quantumania
just
better
blew
than Renfield?
It was just more
fine if you
enjoyable
did,
for me.
Okay.
Those ones, and also I don't know. I think I was expecting something different for
From
Renfield.
Renfield?
Yeah, I just
Fair.
didn't get what I wanted.
You wanted Mandy and you got Renfield.
Mhm.
Well, if that's
For
your
sure.
expectation, you would be disappointed.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Mandy actually, so
Have you not?
I haven't
really
seen
haven't-
it either.
Dude, Mandy's a good time.
I would like to. I enjoyed Renfield. Pope's Exorcist is my least favorite movie of the year. And I keep doing this. Remember when I did this last year with The Invitation?
Yeah.
I just keep going to these stupid horror movies thinking like, oh, maybe this one will surprise me. And they just all suck.
Yeah.
It's like, at least when it comes to horror movies, the critics don't ever seem to be wrong anymore.
Yeah.
Like everyone's saying
Yeah,
Evil
that's a
Dead
good point.
Rise is perfect, and it probably is. And everyone said The Pope's Exorcist is mediocre. And it was so mediocre.
It's the same way because it's such an that's an interesting observation because it is such an easy bar to establish, but a hard one to achieve to go above and beyond. Because it's the same way with comedy, where it's like, man, just throw a bunch of jokes in there. But if it's so you can do it cookie cutter and make it okay, and it's
Yep.
what most people are going to watch and go, yeah, it was funny.
that's what
There's a couple
happened here,
jokes. Yeah, there's a couple jump scares and everything, but they're not really paying attention to like what is this doing differently. But then when you do get like a comedy or horror that does it really well, like you just know, you can just feel it. Whereas like most other like dramas, like The Pianist, you're like, I thought that was awful, but some people like it.
Yep.
You know, there's a little bit of gray area,
But
there.
it was
It's
pretty.
open to interpretation.
It is.
but,
Let me say this about The Pope's Exorcist.
Okay.
Most important part of this movie. Well, I have to mention this first. The last thing I saw Russell Crowe in was Thor: Love and Thunder as Zeus, and he does the same exact accent the whole movie as an exorcist.
Yeah.
So that's not good. But the best part of this movie,
Do you think they were
was-
shooting it at the same time?
oh, I hope so. There's a good to fair chance. My favorite part about this movie, though, is that he's wearing his long, flowy exorcist robes, driving down the street on a red Vespa. It's just a delight. It's a delightful sight.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Last one I saw him in was The Nice Guys.
That is a good movie.
Still haven't
pretty
seen that one.
It's
That's
pretty
like
good.
my top
really,
three.
really want to.
Really?
Mhm.
I struggle with like whodunits sometimes because I'm like I get lost in the details where I'm like, wait a minute, what was her name and what was her connection and then what did he do that one time? Like I struggle to keep up sometimes. So there's a bit of that, but it was really good.
Did you like Knives Out?
Yeah. Well, Knives Out is much more self-contained because everybody that has to do with the story is
That's
already
true.
in the
They're all
house,
there all the
and
time.
you've already been introduced to every
Yeah.
character
That is true, and that is
That's
really
what I-
nice.
It's one of my things I like the most about Knives Out. It's like, okay, I can follow the timeline stuff gets kind of, obviously, but at least the characters I can keep up with.
Yeah.
It's when I can't see them, or maybe I've seen half a scene with this character, and then they're like,
Ransom? Are you back again?
Back already? But if it is a character that it maybe has half a line, and then the cops go and talk about him
Yeah.
for the next 3 hours,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That the guy that walked by and delivered your donuts? That guy?
Yeah, the
That's
director
guy?
thinks they're doing something special because it was that guy you hardly missed.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm supposed to pay attention. I go, yeah, his name is Jerry. He's from Kansas City, and his mom lost her leg in a car accident. And it's like,
And that's why he's killed those 4 children.
yeah. Did I blink? Anyway,
You would have
No
hated,
children
Spoiler.
dying.
Spoiler.
Nice guys.
You would have
Hey, my
hated the TV show we started
I was
watching
about to
last
say-
night.
Ryan and
that's
I.
not true. How old is well, I guess she wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, don't spoil it for me.
What
Happens
did
in
she
the
do
first 2
for a living?
I know, I'm kidding.
Well, yeah.
What? I can't remember.
What?
What would she do for a living?
Yeah. Do you do?
What was it?
She's an actress.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you do. No, dude, I just told you
Is
I
that
did.
a setup?
No,
Were
I
you
don't
setting
remember.
me
No,
up?
I'm just curious. I can't remember.
Yeah,
You said
she's
she was a
an
kid, so I was just checking.
Well, that's what I was. Anyway.
Hope not.
Yeah. That's what the point of the movie. Anyway.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
a good
Ryan
time.
and I are part of a crew that just started Mayor of Easttown. Oh,
Phenomenal TV
you're
show.
a fan?
So good.
Okay,
So
that's what we
good.
went with for our Wednesday night
Nice.
watch.
Nice.
And I've enjoyed it. What do you think?
I need to see more to understand what's going on.
I'm looking forward to more, that's for sure. But I'm really starting to get into limited series. I'm a fan. You know,
They're really good.
after watching Supernatural, I'm kind of done with shows that are just stupid long. I mean, I watched Supernatural, but
Yeah.
maybe it's because I'm not a teenage girl. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I probably should have.
Mayor of Easttown is awesome. I hate Kate Winslet and everything else she's in.
Including Eternal Sunshine?
I haven't seen that one. That's
Okay.
Jim Carrey, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have not seen
That's a lot
that
of
one
fun.
yet.
Dude, that one's good.
But I just can't stand her in anything else that she's in. But in that TV show, she's incredible.
All right. I mean, one episode in, I agree. So, limited series, big fan. Getting there. Last of Us was great. We watched that, finished that last week.
Did you ever watch True Detective?
I watched the first season. I tried to watch the other ones. I just could not get.
Yeah.
I couldn't connect with the characters.
I mean,
Second
it
season's
really
not
set a very unfair bar with the first season.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, the third one, I watched half the season. I was really enjoying it. I just
Separate
stopped
from
watching.
season 1, it's probably great.
Yeah.
It's just season 1's in the back of your mind the whole time.
Well, season 3 is like a return to season 1 in a lot of ways.
Yeah, comparison's the number one robber of joy.
Dude, amen. And money
It's not-
laundering,
it's a-
money laundering does
comparison's
not
the thief of all joy.
hold up with
No,
cult
that's
serial
centrifuge. That's exactly what one of the college.
Do you know who said that? You know who said that first?
Jesus.
Or, no.
I know he didn't.
Connor at
Nope.
Centrifuge.
Sorry, it wasn't Connor. Connor had somebody else in mind when he said it.
God, I can't.
It's not even biblical.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Was it from Cheers or something?
It's Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh,
Where everybody knows your name.
It's Ted Danson, dude. Right?
yeah.
Is he in
No,
Cheers?
that's right.
Okay, yeah.
He's the bartender, I think.
No, that's Woody Harrelson.
Doesn't he own the bar?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing.
Wait, was Woody
Are we
Harrelson?
still talking about Cheers?
Or is he
Yeah.
happy?
No.
Who's the bartender?
I
Was
think.
Woody Harrelson in Cheers?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He's not that old.
I don't think so.
Sorry, he was the bartender.
Marley and Me.
Yeah, he was the bartender on Cheers. Yeah.
What?
Did you guys not know this? This
No.
is like
Oh,
his.
I've never
All right, but who
watched
owns the
Cheers.
bar?
Okay, all right.
I know John Goodman goes there.
I'm always kind of right.
I have an approximate knowledge of many things.
It's Tom Kershaw.
Dude, Clayton's dad.
What are you, dude?
Sorry,
That's
dude.
the restaurant.
You tell me this is Ted Danson? Dude?
No way. You're on something totally different. Let me see that menu.
Let's see. Have you guys ever been to the bar there?
No.
Where-
Ted Danson is the.
Where is it?
bartender. It's in Boston.
So I was right.
I've never been to Boston.
Okay. Now you do this thing where I was right, and then you go, "Oh, I guess we were both right." Like, no, man, I said Woody Harrelson was the bartender, and you go, "Nah." He was,
You just said Ted Danson was 2 seconds
Oh,
ago.
Yeah, that was me, wasn't it?
So I was right.
Man, you do this. You just spin
No,
it,
dude,
and
I was
Dude,
right.
you're always doing this
Dude,
to
I'll tell you what, it's tough being right, man.
it is tough.
maybe wrong.
Shitty
Shitty
with it all
percentage
the
I
time.
have.
Maybe
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
So, what movie are we talking about?
Dude, let's talk about.
Invincible.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
Speaking of the
Mark
draft.
Wahlberg.
Sorry, that's what.
Go Birds,
shirt's
Go
got me
Birds,
all-
baby. He's at the 10. He's at the 20. We're talking about Creed 3, baby.
There it
Creed
is.
3. Well, you guys can talk about it. I don't know if it's just me lately, but I have enjoyed pointing out things that are really. Gosh, it's so loud in my ears.
It is. I'm gonna turn him down.
No, you know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just-
stop. I'm gonna stop.
Nah, well,
Trust
we
me.
gotta cut
Don't
now.
don't turn my mic off. Don't turn it off.
No, wait.
I just turned it down in our ears. I didn't turn it down anywhere else.
The listeners
that
at
was a
home-
good one.
I like the idea of the listeners at home being like, Ryan's moving to go turn it down. And he goes, I didn't turn it down for the people listening. I turned it down for us.
See, we don't have. It's okay, I can explain why if you want.
No. Please don't
Okay.
explain
No,
it.
we need it. We need it.
I need the mystery.
Hey,
I
hey
need
Jacob. What were you saying?
To the listeners at home, he's probably the same volume as he always is.
Take that.
Yeah, so
Muggles.
Creed 3. I've been calling out things that I think are cheesy, and I think the Creed franchise has always been kind of cheesy. and
For
this one
having
in
Jonathan Majors in there.
Yeah. What? No, I mean some of the I felt like a lot of ways this one was a little bit more grounded, and I enjoyed that because I like the preparation. I like the boxing montage. I like all that stuff, like you're improving. And there's a lot of story in this one. So I enjoyed that. I was like, okay, there's some backstory. Jonathan Majors, I liked his character. I like where he's coming from. But then once they got in the fight, like I was like on the edge of my seat, and then it went complete anime.
Yes.
And I wasn't a
Yes,
fan
it did.
of that.
Yes, it did.
And the less that they talk about, sorry, I know that, she's not just his wife. Like she has her own career, but The less
but
that
it's a movie.
and I don't need
We're
to know
here
her
for
music.
Creed, yeah.
I don't need to listen to her music, and I don't really like her music. Like it's not the best to me.
I think she produces Drake, doesn't she?
Tessa Thompson or
Her character.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, is Drake also one of the fighters?
Yeah.
Actually, Creed 4.
I felt like even last like Creed 2 when is it Creed 2 that he comes out to his wife's song
Yes.
and she's like singing alongside him.
And that was for the rematch with Drago. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that. You know, and so it's like I don't know, it just kind of unhinged me a little bit.
You ever heard of Ben Zobrist?
Yeah, man.
So
I've met him a couple times.
we've talked about this. So he used to come out to his wife's
Speak of
song
butts.
when
really?
he played for the Cubs,
Oh, I didn't know that.
which I thought was also really corny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his wife was Dolly Parton, so
His
It's
wife
they're
and him
no longer
divorced.
married.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
But
him and Dolly are done.
so Creed 4, they might get separated if history repeats itself or
Oh,
anything
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because you think Michael
Creed and-
Jordan's like, I want to create a Ben Zobrist moment.
Did you just call him Michael Jordan?
No, he said B.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the B.
I mean,
I
it's
was
not
like-
wrong if I called him
I
Michael
was
Jordan.
like,
It's not
we
wrong.
can't be doing that though.
Yeah, we can't. No, I agree. I really liked the first Creed movie. The second movie I thought was a little corny and hokey. Fight like it wasn't even the fact that he fought Drago. I think the corny part for me was the guy who played Drago's son looks nothing like Drago,
Yeah,
and he wasn't and
I don't
still
think-
isn't a very good actor.
and neither one of them are Russian.
And did you
Like, I don't think
realize?
the guy that actually plays him is?
I
Russian
just
either.
learned that young Drago is a.
Don't you tell me he's actually his son.
No, he's Razor Fist from Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, he's in
The
Shang-Chi.
guy who drives like a Kia Soul that's all decked out.
Dude, I've only seen that movie once, and I've only seen a third of it. It was on a cruise the
Really?
day we got there, and I could not stay awake. I tried as hard as I could.
I'm a big fan
I
of
just haven't
Shang-Chi.
gone back.
But he is the worst part of that movie.
Is it? He just doesn't. He can't act, which is
You're-
tough when you're an
You're
actor.
kind of right.
It's probably
Did you-
the worst
But did
thing.
you like him in this one?
Yeah, I mean, he was in it for 25 seconds,
I
so I
love-
was
I
fine
like the
with it.
25
I
seconds.
yes,
Yeah.
I just love that he was in it.
He was being a good guy in this one.
Like the hug we get when he's promoting the fight right before Drago gets hurt, and then when they're training.
Yeah,
It's just like this is the
Yeah,
most
he's-
interesting part of this movie.
and he takes off his headgear after
Yeah.
Creed does.
yeah, this guy's German, Romanian.
It was fun that
That's the thing. It's just not honoring
they're,
to the character.
they're close
And
enough
neither
to
is,
take jabs at each other. Still young enough to beat the crud out of you.
yeah,
Pretty cute.
yeah. I felt like it did. This is the one, but it's also the one that felt the most original.
Yeah,
Did you feel like that?
like the
Like
What do you mean?
original from like,
Rocky. Yeah.
Because the second one was definitely like, oh, you got to fight Drago's son. You're like, okay,
Yeah, the second one was
like that's like
was
episode,
Rocky 3 and 4.
yeah. This was more
Yeah.
Creed's story than it was.
Yeah,
this is
like
more
episode
Adonis'
7
story
of
than
Star
it
Wars.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Creed 1 was definitely Rocky 1.
yeah.
Like,
So this one I did
Yeah.
enjoy quite a
without the turtles, but that's
Or the ripped shirt, the holy shirt.
he doesn't do that thing where he
Mm-hmm.
we don't have video where he grabs the door frame.
bit.
Oh yeah, he just starts.
He's
doing
like,
pull-ups.
yo, Adrian, you want to kiss right now? or whatever.
Oh, that scene. I was talking about the pull-ups.
I thought he was gonna go do pull-ups.
yeah. No, that scene is wild.
Yeah, it wouldn't fly as well these days. But
No.
they got,
Neither
they
would,
got married. So it's
neither
okay.
with Top Gun when he Tom
He
Cruise
just goes
busts
into a
into the women's
bathroom.
restroom and says,
Yeah.
"Go on a date with me."
Well, it's like James Bond in
Yeah.
Skyfall.
Yeah.
When he just jumps on that girl's boat
Yeah.
and
And
walks in the
that's
shower.
even scarier because that is not 40 years old. Like,
And how
like
many
those other
guys he had
two
to kill to
movies.
get there?
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I kind of like Creed's character. I like that even though, did you feel like he was kind of made into like he's kind of ignorant to it, like he's bought into I made all the money in the world, I'm established, a little bit kind of blindsided by Jonathan Majors.
You talking about Creed or you talking about Michael B. Jordan at this moment?
Creed.
Okay. Because I would feel blindsided if I were him too. Because
Yeah.
Jonathan
There's
Majors kind of burst on the
allegations.
scene. No,
Right.
I'm just saying burst on the scene the same way his character does.
Yeah,
Because he's just like in everything recently.
that's true.
So I don't know if you're
After
talking
getting out of
about him.
prison.
Yeah. Well, it's actually a little reversed.
Yeah, it's a little reversed because he's probably
Anyway.
yeah,
That part is tough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
which
was thinking about that. I literally right before we started recording, I was like, "Don't mention that this is a reverse," and then you did.
You didn't tell him not to.
Well,
See, because I'm always kind of a little right, you know?
yeah. I didn't think.
Now, here's a real
going to.
question. Which fight that Jonathan... Dang it.
Oh,
Jonathan Majors has been in lately in movies has been your favorite.
I was going to say, I don't think the other one was a fight.
The fist fight at the end of Ant-Man or the fist fight at the end of Creed 3?
Actually, I liked this one a lot more.
It was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I saw it in 4D the first time, so
You felt every
I got to
punch?
feel it too. Yeah, it was pretty
Well,
good.
the one in Quantumania,
I actually did really enjoy the fight.
So the reason I'm going to say Ant-Man is because I didn't like how the crowd disappeared in
I
Creed.
love that.
And it was just the two of them.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Dude, okay, I'm with you there. I liked it at
He's
first.
always kind of right.
Like
I liked it at first.
For a couple of seconds, like maybe 20 or 30 seconds.
Right.
Like it would have been, okay, yeah, they're focused. All right.
But
here's
why
the
were they
crowd.
still at Dodger Stadium? It's just empty. I was
Yeah.
like, if you're gonna black it out, black it out.
Yeah.
Because it was just the empty stadium for
Yeah.
like 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Yeah, we see the fight for 4 minutes that way.
Yeah.
We get the imagery with the cage.
I didn't like the prison door.
And then it's just
Didn't
the
like
Like if it was
last
just
round.
a second
They're
and then
stuck in
you
their
get punched
past.
in the
They're
head
battling
and
their
then
past.
okay, now you're there.
There's aspects that are
Except
cool.
only
to that.
one of them
Yeah.
went to prison.
Yeah, but okay, we'll get
And
into
that
this
was
later,
only-
I'm sure.
That was the only
But
thing
we'll
that
probably-
they ran into.
Yeah, but
In the
have you guys
cage.
never have
It
y'all
would be different if he was like
Yeah,
the
if
liquor store
Leon was
in the
just-
ring, and the
They
guy's,
walk
like,
into a
laying
liquor
on the
store
ground, they're
during the
like,
fight.
Oh no, just like
Oh,
we did.
Leon. I was like, who's Leon? And
Yeah.
the whole
It'd be
crux.
different. Leon was in the ring too, and he was like, "Oh
And they
no."
both just jump on him.
Like, we should fight together.
And everyone in the
No.
crowd's like, why are these two
on the schizo
attacking
front.
the ref? They got the ref pinned down.
I'd pay to see that.
Why are these guys killing the ref right now?
That's like not my favorite part of the movie, but my favorite thing about the movie is like this movie isn't just about the fight. It's about everything that's coming with the fight
Yeah, that's what makes it feel.
and like all the baggage. And it's like, have you guys ever had a friendship end and you feel like, or a friendship go
I'm friends with
distant,
everyone I've ever made friends with.
and you felt like you were the reason for that happening, and there's all that guilt
And he
and
got sent
everything?
to prison.
Well, prison's not part of it, but I definitely
It
have
might
a
have
relationship in my life where, like, looking back on it, yeah, both of us messed
Oh, yeah,
things up,
1000%.
and I've had to like forgive myself for things
Yeah,
that I
absolutely.
did back then. So
Okay,
that's why
so-
I like, not that they did all that in the fight, because it happens after the fight when he goes and tells him it's not your fault.
I guess you
No-
learned a couple of moves without me.
Yeah,
He's like, thanks, man. It's been 25
So
years.
what
Yeah.
would you? What would be your like? So let's say you and your friend,
Mm-hmm.
like it's somebody that's happened to. You get in the ring 20 years later, and you're about to fight each other, and then you knock into a prison door. Like what's the thing?
No,
that you,
it's
what's
not,
the
no.
thing that you
They
fall
say,
into?
where,
no,
where did
I'm
this,
just-
where did this door come from?
Mine's prom. I
No.
ran into prom, and I went, "Oh man!"
Oh, what is
just
your
like
what
old
is your
times.
prison door? Is
Yeah,
your
that's mine's the ice swan at prom. I went, that's when we stopped being friends, huh?
yeah. No, I can no. Wait, what are you asking me?
Basically, he's asking you what
What was the
would
thing?
your
manifestation?
yeah,
So
what would
if-
manifest
yeah,
for
yeah.
you?
Oh,
What's
Charismatic.
I mean,
what's your prison door?
Like so for him, it was prison because that's where he sent Jonathan Majors. Basically,
where he sent
yeah,
him.
I don't know. I don't know how you'd have an image of this, but just miscommunication.
It's a phone with a wire
So
cut.
friendly
Yeah.
fire.
I'm not gonna get into the whole story here because I know family listen to this,
Okay.
and he might. I don't know. So we're not gonna get into the whole
So
story.
say there's another guy in the ring, and y'all go to beat him up together, and then your friend accidentally hits you, or you hit
It's a
him.
girl.
Oh, okay, yes.
There's
Dude,
another.
you're-
There's a girl.
You're fighting.
Oh,
you're fist
no.
fighting a girl.
No.
Uh,
The
Jonathan Majors.
no. The
I said
reason
3 dudes in a movie. Do not.
this sucks, man. I'm
endorse
sweating
violence.
so hard right
If
now.
you want to deflect,
Dude,
just
say-
No.
anything
I'm
else.
in it.
You're fine,
I'm in
man.
it. No.
You're in the pocket, dude.
Yeah, and I'm getting hit, and I'm taking body shots the whole time. You guys
It's
are wearing
already,
me
it's already
down.
the 12th round.
No, it was my best friend, and there was a falling out over a girl.
Same. That's where the ice swan comes in. 'Cause that's-
Was the Ice Swan a girl?
Mine would have
Ice
been a
Swan was
phone.
at prom. Oh,
Yeah, it would have been a phone because that's kind of where all this stuff started.
yeah.
Gotcha.
was
So
a phone.
you would have picked up your phone from high school. That's what in the ring.
I
Or
hope
you would have backed into it.
I was just trying to make fun of him.
No, I
he
can't
said
make
an,
that joke.
He
I
said
can't
an
make that
ice
joke.
swan. He's like, uses the phone.
Yeah,
can't.
I don't think you understand the question.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, what I'm trying to say is
Tristan, I
what
think
they
you
did in the movie
I think
was
you answered
silly.
it correctly.
That was his
Silly's
manifestation.
a strong word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're saying the same thing,
yeah, for sure.
Always kind of right.
but not.
No,
Yeah,
not at
not
all.
at all.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I actually hated that whole thing. So
You hated the
joke's
last...
on you guys. You thought I cared.
I did feel like I was at the edge of my seat for the first time in a lot of these fights, and then the like I said, then the crowd drops out, and I went, okay, this is unique. I'm enjoying this for the next 2 or 3 minutes, and then it was the
7
rest
rounds.
of the fight,
Yeah.
and then the like I said, then the cell door shows up, and I was like, okay, so now are we getting the whole? Are we getting the whole prison here? And then it was like, no, that was the last.
They start
we saw
building the
cell
prison
door.
around
yeah.
them.
I was actually expecting to see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man sticked up at the top of it, getting ready
Oh,
to
did your
jump
husband
on
make it for you?
Yeah.
I think it's important to mention. Did you guys hear how much anime that Michael B. Jordan made Jonathan Majors watch for
Yeah.
this?
Well,
Why did
you were
he do
telling
that?
us about
Oh,
it.
that's right. We did talk
Why
about
did he
it.
do that?
Because he straight up was taking inspiration from anime fights for the
Okay.
final fight. Like some aspects, probably things like the manifestation stuff and the crowd disappearing and all that stuff.
That random guy running like Naruto.
And the what is it called? What's it called? Like the close-up cam with like the wind, like
Yeah, so good, so
a
good.
lot of that. Yeah, I remember that. I thought that looked familiar.
I just thought that was really neat, just as someone who watches anime, just to be like, wow, look
Well,
at
young-
these cool guys watching anime together.
Young Donnie is a Naruto fan because it was in his room. There's a Naruto poster.
Oh,
Did you
that's
notice
true.
that?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but that's pretty dope.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It was actually just Michael B. Jordan's room, like
Yeah.
today.
Today,
It's like-
that's where he lives.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty neat. I love that Jonathan Majors was like, man, this is not my thing, but I appreciate what we're going for.
He's a good actor, man.
He's really good.
Gosh,
He is
dude.
like the difference between Kang and Diamond Dame. Man, such a difference.
Really?
I didn't even realize it was the same actor until you guys mentioned it.
yeah.
Are you- what?
I thought I recognized
how-
him, but I couldn't place
Dude,
it.
that's how good
It's
he
Kang.
is, dude.
Wait, you feel like they were the same?
No, I'm just playing.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
You're like, really? I was like,
they
were we
are
just-
the same people.
Well, it depends which variant of.
Yeah.
Well, that's-
Kang.
and Diamond Dame is a variant of Kang.
Yeah.
There's that.
Dude, him at the whatever
beach.
the artist showcase
Oh.
when he
Oh.
hires the hitman.
Oh, and he's just setting it all up.
yeah. Well, he's like sitting there at the table talking to what's her name, Tessa Thompson's character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, dude, he can talk. I could
Miss B.
listen to
Jordan.
him just talk to people.
Man, I needed someone to explain that to me. That
He
the
was
guy-
playing
that the
chess
guy
and
who-
also playing checkers.
It's facts. I didn't
Well, I
catch.
knew-
I didn't catch that. The picture that his mom shows him.
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, how did his mom know what the guy who broke Drago's hand looked like?
because it was on the news.
It's like
I'm
he
not-
was
I'm
on
not
his
buying it.
3-on-3 team.
That woman doesn't watch the news.
She's too
That's
busy
all she
having
does.
strokes.
yeah.
That's all she does is drink wine and watch the news.
Yeah.
She's getting plastered every day. I'm fine.
Did she say that he was the guy, or did she give him the picture?
She just showed him a picture.
we're-
Because then he recognized
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We
He was-
as an audience are supposed to catch that, and I will be honest,
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
It's not super telegraphed.
Because he breaks his
I'm
hand during the
surprised
party.
that- I'm
and
surprised.
they zoom in on his face like that's enough.
Yeah.
It was not enough for me.
Yeah.
But they show him before that.
Yeah,
the party.
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
Yeah. I figured, I was like, why did that guy? I'll go, because he's up to something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest for a second, because that prison photo was in black and white. I was like, oh, is that Leon?
Is that
Or
Leon?
it was not.
Yeah, well, that's what I felt.
They were actually cellmates.
I was about to say, I know.
That's what I thought for 5 minutes.
I did think that for a second. I was like, I know they're not about to show me a shot of Leon. I'm supposed to recognize him from the back of his head on the ground.
It's just getting punched
Yeah,
on the
getting
cement.
punched over and over again. Yeah, I'm not
And-
gonna recognize him.
And then her telling him like, "That's what forgiveness is." And that's
It just two
like, no,
brothers.
you just beat the memory out of him. Like he doesn't remember who you are.
Yeah,
Oh man,
it's a good one.
it is a good
I
one.
enjoyed it. Like I said, it's probably my favorite out of the three. But I also would say, you take all movie trilogies. I don't think that Creed is like Creed. I could take it or leave it. I don't know if you guys are like super Creed fans.
No,
I like it quite a bit, but man, I'll just take the Rockies any day.
I was gonna say, well, did you miss anyone during this movie?
Yeah,
Was there anyone you were missing?
so badly,
Adrian.
Yeah. Well, she's
dude. I miss Paulie. Okay,
she's been gone for a while.
What?
Yeah.
No, dude. This movie just kind of lacked some heart.
Did
Without
you
Rock?
did you all hear why Sylvester Stallone wasn't in it?
I've heard a couple things.
He said because his hero in the movie was a little too dark, and he doesn't.
That's right.
He hasn't vibed to that. And then I thought, weren't you Rambo?
That's
what
right.
are
You did tell me that.
What are
To be
you
fair-
talking about?
To be fair, Rambo, for the most part, has a sunny disposition
That's true.
when he's killing people.
Yeah. Have you seen the first one?
He's
It's
not
self-defense.
He's never really wrestling with his demons,
Dude.
You know,
That's the whole thing, isn't it? Isn't he? Is
I
that
don't know.
sarcasm I just didn't pick up on?
It's all
Because
Because
PTSD.
that's what I'm saying. I haven't even seen the movie.
Which
Rambo?
one?
I've never seen any Rambo movie.
Oh. I've not seen the newest one.
I watched that with my pal
When
Blaze.
it was like that one and the Rocky, whatever, they came out
Yeah.
around the same time.
um,
It was like they were
Oh.
remaking all of them basically.
oh,
Talking
you
about
mean
Balboa?
The Rambo.
Rambo 4? There's a fifth one now. That came out like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay, so maybe they're not.
But
as
yes,
close together.
like right next to each other, Balboa and I think it's just called
2008.
Rambo. At 2 years apart, then yeah,
Yeah,
they came out right next to each other, and they're both super good.
yeah, Rocky Balboa and then Rambo.
And they were both excellent.
I love Rocky Balboa.
In Rambo, like, is he still like? Is he old? Is he just
Yes.
living in his house in Georgia and somebody trips
No.
up on him?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not a remake. It's part 4.
Okay.
He comes across these missionaries who want to
Nice.
get into
Rescuing
Vietnam or something,
Christians.
and he's like, "This is stupid." No, they're like, "Please take us in safely. We want to bring the Bible to people." And then they get attacked by militia, and it's one of the bloodiest films you'll ever see.
Okay.
It blows the other 4 out of the water with blood,
This isn't.
including the one that came out after it,
Did
which
the
is Taken. Have you seen Rambo 5? It's Taken.
Oh, yeah, that's the one where they got his daughter, right, or his granddaughter,
Yep,
and he's
That's
just
the one.
fighting at their house, right,
at his house. Yeah.
like defending.
Yep. He sets the whole thing up with traps and stuff.
Wait,
Yeah.
but the what,
One. I love Rambo 1. It's really neat because it's like he's just passing through and he's just getting harassed by the chief of police. Still, I would have to rewatch it. Still not really sure why this man's so on Rambo like this.
Yeah,
And so he just goes to war with the local police station. 2 and 3 are war movies, straight up, just like behind enemy line war movies.
But the first Rambo is called First Blood.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's called that because the dad from Tommy Boy draws First Blood. Sorry, that's how I know him from.
Nice.
4 is Christian missionaries,
Yeah.
and 5 is Taken. And there's Rambo's for you.
did the Christian missionaries make it out?
Not all of them,
Oh man,
I don't think. My
were they martyrs?
my freshman,
Do you consider that a martyr?
Yeah. Yeah, you died for your faith.
I don't remember if they were good people.
But there wasn't a twist?
Just kidding.
Wait.
It's been a
I
while.
mean, in these movies, there's like
Look, I'll be honest. All I remember.
I don't want to
is
say it,
a
but like
lot of
cocaine in the
bullets.
Bible or something.
Yeah.
That's,
No,
a good,
I
that's a
agree.
good point.
I can see that. No, I was okay with Rocky not being in this because it did feel like it needed. It felt appropriate because the first 2 did sort of feel like that it leaned on Rocky's presence a little too much,
Mm-hmm.
and so this one I enjoyed not having that cameo because it all just felt like a cameo for me, and so not
The
having
past
that,
2 movies.
yeah. Not having him in it made it feel like, hey, it's its own thing, even though it draws from the legacy of Rocky. Like this is the most
Yeah.
not Rocky boxing movie. And,
yeah.
and I enjoyed that.
I haven't seen the Rockies, but I felt like they should have had him in it at least for the funeral scene.
I agree.
That would make sense. But I'm okay that they did.
They also really undersold the funeral scene as a whole.
I mean, no. Who really cares about her? To be honest,
Well,
I mean, like when it comes to us movie people,
I mean,
she was in like
She was in Rocky 2.
yeah, like she hasn't been in a
And
little
she's
bit
just-
of Rocky
and
4 when
she's
she's
just-
like, oh, stop
Well,
it!
that's
Like
true.
I get it, but
She's literally just yelling at him in Rocky 2, like, "You beat him. Get over it." How did you really beat him? Stop it.
yeah.
yeah, and then literally just her mourning her husband's loss, which is
Yeah.
a lot. I get, but she wasn't even in the third one when Apollo's training.
But their
him.
glistening thighs sure were.
Oh yeah, Rocky's and Apollo's. It's
the
like,
beach-
what is
the
he
beach.
talking about, dude?
The beach training
Like we
scene.
watch different Rocky
Yeah.
movies.
Watching the
No,
Rambo.
man, you saw the same one I did because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Those
took me a
short
second.
shorts.
Yeah, the quads. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm with you.
Wolf. Yeah.
It's a fun scene. It's got that memorable quote from Adrian in it.
Win.
Well, that. But when
You're just like your father.
when she's asking, what's the matter? What's holding you back? And
He
he's
said,
like,
"No, what's the matter with you?"
yeah, and he's like, I'm afraid. You want to hear me say it? All right, I'm afraid. And then from then on, Honestly, it was one of the most underwhelming Rocky fights when he has a rematch with Clubber Lang.
Ain't so bad. Ain't so bad.
It literally lasted 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fight scene. He just got back in the ring and tired him up and knocked him out, I guess.
Man.
Yeah.
He just kept taking on the face like
Who do
you
you
were
guys
doing that in
think?
the first round.
Who do you guys think the best fighter, all 9 of these movies, is? It can be in
Fighter?
Yep, it can be in their prime.
I mean, it's got to be Rocky because he's the one that's killing them all, dude.
No.
Does it?
Yeah, I think in his prime.
I'm
Look,
gonna go-
didn't you all see Balboa?
Yeah.
That's true.
He beats
Mason,
Dixon.
he
beats him-
lost by 1 point.
No, he beats him in the game.
simulation?
Yeah, he knocks
That's
him
true.
out in his prime.
I'm gonna
He
go
beat him
with-
by 1
I'm
point.
gonna go
70-year-old
with
Rocky.
Facts, and it's amazing. I'm gonna go with Apollo.
Yeah.
No. Well, Apollo did beat him in
3, yeah, 2. But
because when they had that rematch.
that's garbage. They
But
just said
did he
that in
beat him,
Creed.
or did he say he beat him because he's dead?
True, Rocky would say that. He's a very
Yeah,
humble
he's a
man.
nice guy.
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a Rocky guy. I want Rocky to be best. I just think Apollo is.
Rocky's the best boxer I've ever seen. I would take Rocky against Tyson Fury. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
And he's not even real.
yeah, Tyson Fury's not.
Yeah, exactly. Rocky is. I've watched The Expendables.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, another thing, which like Rocky, like no other boxer's doing that. Tyson Fury's not going to the front lines, sticking up for his friends like that.
I'll back it with Rocky just because of that quote from Creed 2 where he goes, "That man broke things in me that I ain't never been fixed." That's a pretty good quote. That's a good quote, man.
Oh man, he's got some of the best like motivational speeches too.
does.
Where it's not about how hard you get hit; it's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward.
Was that Balboa?
Yeah, to his
Yeah.
son in the park in the.
So good.
What's the story with the original script of Rocky? Like for him, he was pitching it to a studio.
When he sold it?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone offered him way more than he sold it for.
But they
But-
wanted to recast Rocky. They didn't
Yes.
want him to play Rocky.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he ended up only selling it for like, if I remember, to even have just literally to get like the bus fare
Yeah.
to get around to make the pitches,
Yeah.
he had to sell a dog.
Oh wow.
So he ended up selling it for like 10 grand.
His dog,
No, he sold it.
Bus fare,
dude. I would have done that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's the last bus stop I got left. Hope they can buy it.
He probably sold his dog for like $20.
Yeah.
But it was enough. So he sold. I mean, he ended up selling the script for so much less. But he was able to star in it, obviously.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got that paycheck, he bought his dog back.
Nice.
And here's another fun fact for no reason, but the turtles are still alive from Rocky 1.
Oh wow.
Coffin Link, still alive.
You guys,
Because turtles are old.
a little trivia for you guys. You know who they wanted to cast as Rocky?
Actually, do not.
Robert Redford.
Wow.
I can see that. He's got similar facial,
Is that
square jaw.
the rookie? Is that him?
No,
I don't
that's
know. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Is that Robert Redford?
the rookie.
Nice.
Isn't that kid with the blown out arm for the Cubs? He's got that rubber band. He throws like 100 miles per
I'm
hour.
not a Cubs fan.
Yeah, you're right.
Or is that Rookie of the
I'm
Year?
not thinking.
Or is that
Is
Dennis Quaid?
What? Robert Redford's in a baseball movie, isn't he?
Oh
No. Yeah. The Natural, right?
Natural. Thank you. Yep.
Okay, the natural.
My dad loves that movie. I think he's in that movie. Could make that up too.
He's
Yeah, I
in
can see
Winter Soldier.
Yeah. He's in. I could see Robert Redford in that role, but he wouldn't have reprised it for Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Robert Redford.
It's
in that
it's
Natural.
safe to say he wouldn't have been in Creed 2
No, probably not.
because he's been dead. Just kidding. He's alive.
I was gonna say, is he dead?
Isn't he alive?
Yeah, he
I
should be.
think
Winter
so.
Soldier was not that long ago.
Yeah, he's
No.
alive.
No.
It's gotta be almost 10
That's the
years
guy
ago
that
now. though.
played. Who did he play in Marvel?
He was the bad guy in Winter Soldier. He was
Yeah.
like the undercover, like the boss of
Yeah,
S.H.I.E.L.D.,
he's
who was
still
actually
alive.
Hydra.
Okay.
He's 86.
It's the guy that
86 years young.
What year did that come out though? Like 2015?
Winter Soldier? Probably 13. No, probably 14.
I think that was the first one.
Probably 14. 12. Avengers was 12.
Yeah, so it was probably 15.
What's your favorite boxing movie? Not Rocky.
well, I've only seen Creed, so Creed.
Not the Rocky universe.
Ain't so bad. God, this is
I have
great.
one because it overlaps with my my Boston subgenre. I have a subgenre of Boston movies. The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale. It's very
Yeah?
good. It's very
Doesn't he
good.
like crack?
It's
Man.
Mickey Ward.
I
It's
am
very good.
embarrassed.
Does
to
Fight
say
Club
I have
count as a
not
boxing
seen
movie?
Hey, you
most
know
of
what?
these.
Because
I'll
if
count
so,
it.
then
I'll
that
allow
answers
it.
your question.
did you
That's
say-
the only other one?
What's your
I've seen.
favorite boxing movie that's not Rocky?
That's not Rocky, yeah.
Dude, I heard Moxie movie. And I was like, I don't know what that means. So I was like Googling it.
I like,
Yeah. I was like, I don't
like
know.
that I had that power.
What's
Yeah.
the
just
What's the Moxie movie?
just
Yeah.
mispronounce things,
This
and then
horror
people in the room
movie.
go, "What is he talking about?"
This horror movie popped up. I was like, I don't know. Then I'm like, Moxie movie.
You know what would
eating?
pop up? The Rocky Horror Picture Show might pop up
Yeah,
if you Google that.
Probably.
Man, I'm embarrassed to say I haven't seen most of these. I haven't seen The
Okay.
Fighter, Cinderella Man, Southpaw.
Yeah, Southpaw's good.
Million
I've
Dollar
seen
Baby?
Cinderella Man.
Yeah, Millie.
I haven't seen any of these. Real Steel. God, I think it's the only other one I've seen.
Can we do boxing adjacent?
Sure.
The
you gotta do
Warrior?
the. Oh,
I
yeah.
am the warrior.
I thought you were gonna do the whatever the punch 'em. What was that movie? The
Kill Bill.
no.
It's a good one.
What's the? There's like a life size. What's the thing? The not Rock'em Sock'em.
Real Steel.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
said, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Real Steel. That's
Isn't-
boxing adjacent.
Hugh Jackman in that?
Yeah. He's the guy he's shadow boxing because the robot follows his movements.
Was there boxing in Gladiator?
I mean,
Nah, we're not going to go down that path. All right, I give you Fight Club, Ryan. All right.
Actually, my favorite
if I
boxing
could, I'd
movie
move
is
to
the
Gladiator instead of Fight Club.
end of Quantum Mania.
Yeah. That's basically what it was.
Their fist fight.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors, interesting defense mechanism. The brick, lay the brick wall, lay the bricks there in front of you. I don't know.
And then just
That's real.
I would
his
go
arm.
to town on his forearms till they cracked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
if he can
but-
do that to
but think
Drago
about
with a
this, though.
nightstick.
That's right.
I would still think. I don't know if he's worked out. His forearms are probably pretty big. Like, do you think you could punch Jonathan Majors' forearms and crack them? Were you
Enough times.
against Jonathan Majors?
If I was training like Michael B. Jordan was leading up to that fight, yes.
And
Yeah,
he was training
pulling-
like he was leading up to that fight?
Yeah,
That
he
man
just keeps-
pulled a plane.
Yeah, because I'm Adonis Creed at that point. Yeah.
I don't know that the genes hit differently, dude. I don't know that you're going to look like.
Dude, what do pants have to do with it?
If I'm training like he is,
You're not going to. I don't think you'll have the same body.
if I'm training like him, yes. Exactly the same, eating, everything.
Nah, dude.
no,
for
you
sure.
won't
No,
have
you
the same
wouldn't.
body.
You won't have the same
It's
body.
impossible.
Whose team are you guys on?
Dude, you're white.
What's going on?
I'll say it.
Okay, I wasn't on
Yeah.
that. I'm not on that
No,
team.
I guess you're
I
right.
wasn't on that team. I was separate from that team.
Yeah, Ryan. Come on.
Yeah.
I was talking about. I think your body chemistry would be different. You have to be on a totally different diet plan because you know he's on a different diet plan.
So I'm saying if I'm doing everything the same way that he's doing it,
Yeah,
because I take diet into training,
the same diet and things as he does.
at the exact same stuff he does to
Right.
get ready for it.
Your
Well,
body,
at this point-
your body
don't
receives it
you-
differently.
Yeah, I get
At this
that.
point, the
I-
conversation we're having is just: do we think can Adonis Creed break his arms if he punches him enough?
Yeah, why are we asking you? Why don't we just go
I
get
don't-
Adonis Creed to go punch his?
That's what I was
forearms?
saying. I was saying if I was Adonis Creed, that's what I would do.
Oh, I thought I
You
said
turned it into
I
me.
said you. I didn't say if you were Adonis. I said
No, but I started with Adonis, and then you're like, okay, big boy, what if you? And I'm like, I
we
never.
legally changed your name to
Yeah.
Adonis Creed, and we go, this is Michael B. Jordan. He's
Yeah.
playing Adonis Creed, Jonathan Majors. You will fight him, punch him in the forearm.
And I would do it relentlessly.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Without relent.
I just feel like it's much harder. Than
Dang it, the Cowboys drafted a Michigan player. I'm sad.
it's tough.
Smith or something like
Yeah,
that.
Mozzie Smith. Yeah, it's overrated. He's going
They
to crash
kind
and burn.
of. Yeah, I was gonna say they reached. I think.
Little unorthodox.
The Cowboys, I agree, but
Little unorthodox stance, but that's okay.
it is. It's his fighting style is really interesting. It's one of the more unique ones in the Rocky universe.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that. I was worried going
Still not
into.
talking about the Cowboys anymore, guys. Just so you
I
know.
was worried going into the final fight that he would do
Kill
a
him?
lot more of the he would do a lot more of the like prison style like break the rules kind of stuff. I was like, I don't because it's not
Because
that,
he really didn't do much of that to Adonis after
No.
doing it. Nothing
Oh, yeah.
but that to.
yeah, exactly. I was because I don't really care for that. Like I get what they're saying. It's like, oh, it's a different fighting style, but I'm like, that's not really. It's kind of tropey, and so I'm glad that they didn't do that because I thought that they would.
I agree.
But yeah.
Should we?
Favorite quote of the movie?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm trying to remember it. I'm gonna butcher it.
Yeah.
There's a point in the fight after the scene where they all don't like it. You guys can see us trying to make my movie list as we're doing
Yeah, of
this.
course.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Um,
keep asking you questions.
I
so you can find
know
me
as
there.
I'm trying to type up my list. Right after they leave the anime style fight thing when the stadium's empty. They go back to their corners, and his trainer, what's his trainer's name? Duke.
Lil Duke.
That's right, Duke. Goes on this big thing about like, hey man, whatever happened was not your fault, and you've got to leave whatever was in the past and walk into what is.
I love that.
And the next night at Students, I used that, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that's so good!" And I was like, "Yep, that was in my grow curriculum."
Thanks, Coach.
Teddy Roosevelt.
No
said
free
that.
ads. So yeah, that's my favorite quote. Leave
Yeah.
Whatever was in the past and walk into what is.
Walk into what is.
That's good.
The character Duke changed his mind really fast
That is true.
because he went from basically like acting like he was hating Adonis Creed to training him.
Well, in his defense, he's seen his best friends get in car accidents and never walk again. So he has to. He's in Remember the Titans. If you guys didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well that joke
Actually,
landed
he so is.
so flat.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I hate that movie. so.
Edit that out, Ryan.
Sorry,
I
let me
don't
edit
hate
things.
it. It's just a little
What?
different.
They don't let me edit things.
We
I
don't let
don't-
you
I don't
edit
let it
funny
edit.
things.
So no spin
he
zone
admitted
over
that
here.
wasn't funny.
Yeah, that
No
was
spin
tough.
zone over
Just
here.
the way everyone looked at me, I was like, they
Yeah,
must
but now
not know
you
what
can't
movie that
edit it
is.
because we're still talking
And
about
then
it.
he's like, "No, I do."
No, I got it, dude. No, I never. It's my first time being here too. Okay. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. That's a fun quote. All right, so movie list. I have it. I'm ready to go. Whenever you
Go for
guys
it.
are. All right, so new release 2023. I have 4 on here. The first one, John Wick Chapter 4. Second one, Cocaine Bear. Third one, Creed 3. Fourth, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Quantumania.
All right. All right. I'm gonna remove Puss in Boots from the list because I'm sick of talking about it.
We've won.
It's still a perfect movie, but I can leave that in the past. And I've also started.
Step into what is.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen, brother. Amen, Duke. I'm gonna start tiering these two. So tier 1, I have 3 movies. I have John Wick 4, I have Air, and I have Creed 3. Tier 2, I have Renfield and Cocaine Bear. Tier 3, I have Ant-Man, Quantumania, and
And
the
then
Pope's
in tier 4,
Exorcist.
and if you want to hear tier 4, please give to our Patreon.
That's the Patreon, yeah. $8.99 a month, and I'll tell you what the worst movie you've ever seen is. It's After Earth.
So I've only seen 3 so far. I got John Wick 4, Creed 3, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Nice. I've seen 6, and number 1's John Wick 4,
Yeah.
and then Creed 3, Air, Ant-Man, Mario, and Renfield.
Shoot.
Okay.
Wonder
Wait,
rough.
did you want to rank for Redfield?
I did.
Rank it again.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Re-rank it.
I had it at 4.
Yeah, number 4. Sorry.
Out of
7.
Yeah.
John Wick, Air, Creed, Renfield, Cocaine Bear.
right. One more time. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Cocaine Field.
Bring it back now, y'all.
What happened?
Yeah, man.
So what do we got next?
That-
That movie that we picked
The
last
German
time.
movie,
Yeah, the German movie.
Lives of Others.
Lives of Others.
Oh, I can't really remember
And-
that.
Maybe Guardians.
Yeah, we do need to watch
Guardians is
Guardians.
definitely coming.
Yep.
That's next week.
We need that revenue.
We still fighting for Mario? We're just gonna give up on that.
No,
one.
after what I heard from Tristan, sounds awful.
it's not horrific, but it's not great.
Dude, I had to watch.
Let's go. As they said 12 times.
I did hear the largest song since we don't talk about Bruno.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Yeah,
That better be at the Silent Disco tomorrow night.
it will be at an event later this year.
Beach Week? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for coming. Hope you've enjoyed our talk of boxing and all things Creed related, Rocky. Love you guys. We never actually did the intro. We don't even say who we are.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Gosh,
that's
we
right.
hate this every time.
And we
Well,
have
let's
a-
go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. This was one of your co-hosts. I'm Jacob.
It's Marty.
Ryan.
And I'm the plus Tristan.
All right, so we'll see you guys next week after talking about either Guardians or Lives of Others. Love
Like
you
and
guys. Thanks for
subscribe,
listening.
comment, and
Like,
hit,
comment,
hit that
subscribe.
little
See you
bell
later.
button.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Three Dudes in a Movie podcast. We appreciate you. Feel free to follow us on Instagram and be sure to give us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Have a great day, and remember, movies are good. All right, bye.